Hello people, this is Clown300. Welcome back to another non-copyrighted soundtrack. Alright, so look, I got a problem with YouTube's content ID claim system, and it's more specifically a problem with this group called Interstreet Recordings. Also, if you couldn't tell, I'm sick and I'm getting over it right now, so if I sound like a nerd, like nasally, don't pay attention to that. 2 weeks ago, I uploaded my video called How I Stopped 2 YouTubers from Cheating the System. Didn't really think about it that much, it was just me talking about a situation that I had with 2 douchebags last year. But when I was uploading the video, something happened that hasn't happened since I've been able to monetize my videos. I got a message saying that the video had copyrighted material in it. Normally, I wouldn't really have a problem with this because I've used copyrighted material in my videos before, but that was before I could monetize the channel. Like, I stopped using copyrighted music the moment that I could get paid for doing this. Because even though it's not life-changing money, I just kept thinking about something that my mom said, and that's, who's just gonna hand you free money? But here's the part that's weird. The copyrighted material that they found was the song that I used for my outro, which is Homes Before the Night. And at first I was thinking like, damn, I guess he finally found out that I'm using his music as my outro. I'm probably gonna have to find a new outro song, which sucks because it fits in with the end screen. And then I thought about it some more and I was like, well, hold up, isn't Homes music non-copyrighted? Because I've used Before the Night for my outro for like the past 3 years and I haven't had a single problem with it. So I looked it up on his Twitter and yeah, he said it himself. His music will always be free to use. So obviously I disputed that claim. I was like, bro, you can't just claim somebody's music on their behalf. They released the claim and I'd hoped that was the end of this. But then I uploaded my last video, which was my response to Rackbag. And once again, Interstreet Recordings wrongfully claimed that video. But the difference with this one is that it said ineligible for monetization. Meaning even if they release the claim, I won't be able to monetize my video somehow. But I just wanted to get that video out, like it was a Friday and I really hated the guy that I was talking about in that video, so I was like, you know what, I don't care, I'm just gonna post the video. I still disputed that claim because obviously it's a false claim, and it got released, but I'm still not making any money from that video. But even though I don't rely on this for money, the fact that they can just keep doing this without an issue is insane to me. Like imagine you're doing your job, doing something that you're normally doing, and then out of nowhere cops pull up and arrest you just because some bitch thinks that they saw you doing something illegal. And you're like, I wasn't doing anything illegal, I was just doing my job like normal. As a matter of fact, I got proof that what I'm doing isn't illegal. And the cops are like, well, we're gonna have to send this proof over to the person who reported you to see if we can let you go. If they don't respond in 30 days, we'll just let you go automatically. And because a lot of times there's nobody home at these companies, nobody is either gonna deny or accept your appeal. Meaning you're stuck in that jail cell for 30 days. And if someone is home at one of these companies and they deny it, they're just like, oops, haha. I guess you're right. Turns out we don't have the rights to that music. And it turns out we also don't have the right to steal your money. Teehee. Sorry about that. And the part that pisses me off is that YouTube does absolutely nothing about these guys, which is so unbelievably stupid. YouTube themselves has responded to someone saying that Interstreet Recordings is falsely claiming their videos, which by the way, that person that they responded to had a video claimed over a song and artist that doesn't even exist. But okay, so YouTube responded to them by saying, copyright owners that make repeatedly erroneous content ID claims can have their content ID access disabled and their partnership with YouTube terminated. And maybe thinking, alright, at least there's some kind of punishment waiting for these guys at some point. But this thing with Interstreet Recordings has been going on since May of 2020. 4 years. Think about how much has changed since 4 years ago. Think about how much you've changed in 4 years. Like, that's how long this group has been making these false copyright claims, and that's how long they've been getting away with it. Their website is a complete joke too. Like, there's no contact information or anything. And to top it all off, they blame YouTube for everything. They're like, did YouTube get it wrong? Well, that's not surprising. We would never get it wrong. It's clearly all YouTube's fault. And the problem goes beyond music that's copyright free. I'm lucky that it's just this song that keeps getting claimed. People have gotten claimed by Interstreet Recordings or DistroKid just for using music from video games. And the reason for these claims is, I hope it pisses you off as much as it pissed me off. Some random dumbfuck on the internet can just use a song from whatever video game they want, sing some stupid song over it, and then upload it to DistroKid so that they could put it on streaming platforms. And the stupid part about it, if it wasn't already stupid enough, they don't even have to sample the song. They could just rap over some Mario soundtrack and then just say it's theirs. And because YouTube has that auto-claim feature, if somebody used that Mario song in their video gets automatically claimed by DistroKid and whatever dog shit rapper used that soundtrack. And then to make it worse, you can't dispute the claim since the Mario song is technically not public domain. Nintendo doesn't normally have a problem with people using their music. Like, think about how many people use Donkey Kong music in their videos. Or think about how many people use that Animal Crossing song in their videos like that. A lot of people use that. But since there's no real way of saying that the song is public domain, people just, they have to let them do it. And that's messed up. Like, people shouldn't be able to just steal money from that. And here's something else that's fucked up. Sometimes they'll claim a song that's literally just video game music. Like, it doesn't even have to be someone singing over it. Like the actual song from a game, they'll claim that. I've noticed it happens a lot with Metal Gear music, but I've seen it happen with music from other games like Pokemon. And once again, since the song is technically not public domain, they can't appeal it. And you're thinking, oh, okay, well, why don't they just deny the claims by being like, hey, you don't own this track? People have done that before, and Interstreet Recordings denies the appeals. And the reason that they can do that and get away with it is because YouTube doesn't mediate these copyright cases unless you publicly shame them on Twitter. And I worry that you didn't hear me when I said that YouTube does not monitor these appeals. Like, do you realize how trash this system is? Imagine you're in court and there's like a guy accusing you of running him over with your car, and you're like, I got this in the bag. I got a dash cam, and it proves that I didn't do anything wrong. You hand the videotape over to the judge, and the judge's like, bet. We'll hand this over to the guy who's accusing you, and he's gonna decide if he was wrong or not. Like, obviously, if the guy is lying to get money out of you, he's gonna deny that he was in the wrong. And then the judge is like, well, that's tough, man. You're gonna have to run him this money. But don't worry, we take strong action against people when we find abuse in our system. And then the dumbest part about this is that there's been cases where people who make music get their music claimed by these groups for using their own music. And it's not just smaller people too. Like, it's people as big as the Fat Rat. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's a big musician. He made Unity and Xenogenesis. If you played Geometry Dash back in the day, then you probably know who he is. Back in 2018, this guy had his song called The Calling wrongfully claimed by some dude named Ramjets, who had no contact information and had claimed somebody's remix of The Calling as his. Eventually it got released and Ramjet's channel got terminated, but that was only after the Fat Rat made a video talking about it. So think about that. Like, people as big as him can have this happen to them. Like, what's gonna happen to people who aren't as big? I got the idea to make this video because I saw that a big channel called Summoning Salt is having the same problem as me. He makes speedrunning documentaries, and he also uses Home's music in his videos. One of the running themes in his videos is that he uses the song We're Finally Landing by Home. He's having the same problem that I am having, where Interstreet Recordings is wrongfully claiming his video, and that the video can't even be monetized after winning the dispute. YouTube noticed this and they were like, hey, don't worry, we're looking into this, man. And then a couple of days later, they're like, don't worry, we found out that the claim was released, so you can upload it, no problem, man. But the problem with that is, why aren't you looking into what's causing the problem instead of having to fix the problem every time that it happens? If your problem is that buildings keep catching on fire, but you don't look into what's actually causing the fire, you've become part of the problem. So we got smaller channels like mine, bigger channels like Summoning Salt, actual musicians like the Fat Rat, and I'm pretty sure PewDiePie got screwed over by the system, and there hasn't been anything done to fix it. The only solution that I can think of is to get rid of the auto-claim system entirely and just replace it with a system that automatically detects and notifies the copyright holder so that they have to manually claim these videos. And then add a strike system the same way YouTube has for the creators. That way when somebody claims a video that's not theirs, YouTube would know that it was on purpose and then give them a strike for it. That's the only way that I see this problem going away. That's all I gotta say about this. Like, I don't know, I just hate that this has been going on for this long. And I hate that it's probably gonna go on for even longer. I don't know if I'm gonna use my normal outro music for this video, because I guarantee that if I use it, I'm gonna get claimed. Which sucks, because like, music adds a lot to how good a video is. I've already seen a couple of videos about how Summoning Soul had to alter We're Finally Landing, and that people thought the video would have been better with it. I don't know, man, this whole thing just pisses me off. If you enjoyed this video, smash like or leave a comment. That is all though, so take care of yourself, acknowledge me. Goodbye.